Okay, hi. I am going to be playing a mod pack that I've been working on for a long time. I tried to get this closer to what could be considered an official mod pack. I don't know the coding to make it work. Asked for help with a couple of the mods from mod developers, the ones that actually made the mod, and hey, all you have to do is run this command anytime you start a world. I'm not doing that. That's annoying. I'm playing it on hard. This is called Strugglecraft. That's the working name with it. It's designed to be difficult, but not impossible. I keep getting people like, oh, you should make this if you want it to be hard. No, I don't want it to be impossible. I want it to be a struggle. I want there to be a reward at the end. I'm going to do large biomes because I think it's cool. I like the generation. Amplified is a bit beefy for my computer to do. I'm going random the seed. That's the seed if you want it. Good luck copying that. Bonus chest on. There's a lot of game rules for this because there's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to turn on any of that. It's going to stay default besides that. Besides being on hard with the bonus chest. I want the bonus chest because it's important early game for this. A couple things. First aid is in this. So I got the separate hearts. We were like, oh, so it's like RLcraft. No, it's not. It's just a mod. I threw it in there because I like the idea of breaking your legs because you fell from a high place. I like that. There's also Diet, Project MMO, and there's a couple other ones. Tough as nails, really hard for you to do it in this, especially when you take random ticks of damage from the environment. I would like it better if when you're freezing to death, your limbs freeze first. I think that'd be cool. I don't know how to code that. If you're overheating, it makes your body lose hearts faster. That'd be cool. Don't know how to code that though. There's a lot of stuff I want to do with this that I do not have the knowledge to do. There's iron spells and spellbooks, as well as Apotheosis. I like Apotheosis because it gives you a reward for going that extra mile of checking each chest of a dungeon, because there are dungeons in here. That's MMO going off with the fireworks. Lucky wooden pickaxe. That's really cool. I'm going to be using a wooden pickaxe for a little bit here because MMO means I can't use the other stuff. So there's that. Gotta get the torches. This is not a bad biome. It's next to a desert, which is gonna be a problem fairly quickly because I only got 5 minutes of that. I could probably run over here and grab this real quick. We got the Hypothesis Tower. Oh, that is a pillager encampment. The desert pillager encampment. I did get mining fatigue there for holding the stone axe, so I need to make sure that's not in my hotbar. Because MMO. Hypothesis is in here, so the sugarcane grows infinitely tall, which makes farming levels in general a lot easier. You don't have to cut it down every couple of Minecraft days. I want to spend a while on this first video just to get across what I'm trying to do with this mod pack. That's really cool. Can't use any of this yet. Nature's Blessing. That's fun. There's a trap chest, by the way, if you didn't know that. The way these towers spawn is there's usually a chest up here, bookshelves, and then underneath it there's TNT. Which I can grab by doing that. There's 3 TNT in there. One of them triggers, and then it blows up the others. So if you die from the initial explosion, which you will because first aid, stuff gets lost normally. But there is corpse on this, so it's not as bad. It's just if you drop anything or don't loot everything from that chest, you kind of lose it. I like the way the water looks. I don't know if this is just modern Minecraft or my biome blending is turned up or something. I like the clear blue water that you get with the desert water. Or is this beach? I don't know. I think it's desert because those don't spawn outside of desert. I got some nice gems though. It's not bad gems. No, the hypothesis does have gems for the iron spells stuff. I think I have extended spells in this. There's also ice and fire, and I went with Spartan weaponry. I keep getting told, hey, you should use Simply Swords. Simply Swords starts at iron level, so you can't use it until you're like level 30 in combat. And by then, I probably am going to have better options from some of the other mods. Simply Swords is fun. I won't give her that, but making a saber, pretty cool. Another problem I ran into is the sabers do not work. Like I went with them because you can make wooden Spartan weaponry tools. It's very cool. Problem: Spartan weaponry isn't recognized by MMO. I was told just run a command when you start the world. I don't want to. If I have the cheats turned on, I am going to be tempted to use them, and I don't like that. And I want to be able to make this like a full-fledged mod pack at some point. And I can't do that if it requires you to have cheats on and run a command every single time you launch the world. Project MMO people were not helpful with that. I'm like, hey, how would I make a mod that automatically does this? And they're like, hey, you're not allowed to. That messes with our code, and that's illegal. And I'm like, okay, you're not helpful. Because they really weren't. I don't know why, but they got really testy about, oh, you shouldn't have mods that affect other mods. And they're like, okay, that's like every mod pack. That's sharpness 5. That's really cool. I got an iron sword too, which isn't bad. Lifesteal. That's what you need early on. Healing with first aid really sucks. Lifesteal though, that's pretty easy to deal. Just go kill some cows and boom, you're at full health again. I went with first aid, and ice and fire is in here too, because hypothesis. You can get equipment that increases your health, and it stacks pretty neatly with first aid. So you don't have to worry as much. That being said, there's stuff like that. That will kill me if I go in there. Ghosts will spawn, they'll smack me twice, and I'll be dead. I'm lucky if they smack me twice and kill me. Another thing I need to worry about is the biome. Right now, I'm doing pretty okay on temperature. Never mind, it's already... I just said it and it already peaked up. You can cool down in water. Water makes you pretty neutral in temperature. Let's see if we can get this level up. There is vein mining linked in with... Oh. Linked in with the Project MMO. I did run into one particular problem when I tried to add, what is it called? Twilight Forest, the giant obsidian that needs to be mined for one of the bosses. It requires like mining level 40 million. That's my endurance going up because I ate bread. It's weird that I mined it like this, and it normally doesn't do that. I got coal. I got that though. I got dark oak. I don't need regular oak right now. Yeah, vein mine's being weird. It's not recognizing this coal. Or it's also doing the cobble. Oh, No, it's because my pickaxe, it breaks in a 3x2. That's why. Okay. It wasn't the vein mining messing up. It's me not reading my tools. Very important in this mod pack. Wish it wasn't as important. Nah, I'm messing with you. I love how important that is. Getting the really unique weapons that have like the weird effects. Love that. A lot of mod packs I've played are either really guided or you have no idea what you need to do until you like see a YouTuber play it. And you're like, oh, that's how I summon Cthulhu so he can tickle the Ender Dragon. Like, what the? How was I supposed to derive that from your mod pack? It's like half the time I end up watching YouTubers play stuff so I know what to do and less for the entertainment value. That's what I did with RLcraft. I had no idea what I was doing with RLcraft until I watched like Calvin play it, and he's like, okay, so I need to summon this boss using this, and also I need like the Eye of Cthulhu. I'm saying Cthulhu a lot. Either way, I had no idea what to do with RLcraft until he showed me in his videos, and then I realized I had no ability to get that far because I was not great at it, and I did not have a computer that could run it fast enough for me to get good at it. Which sounds like an excuse, but my old computer didn't have a graphics card. That was really annoying for a long time. I have a better computer now. I can run stuff. Ooh. Some cactus dye. Cactus green. I do have sophisticated backpacks in here. I will have to get them at some point. Like a thing flying off in the distance, that's from Ice and Fire. There was one earlier, but I didn't point it out. I gotta drink water. I can make an iron canteen. Unless it needs me to level up my hydration. That's not what I want. Yeah, first aid's in here. 2 hearts on everything. Not great. Drop the books. Yeah, inventory management early on. You get a lot of stuff. You either settle quick or you die quick. I want to settle here, but it's too hot. I'm going to end up burning to death at some point. I would love to settle elsewhere. I don't see anything nearby. And I'm worried that I'm going to get one-shotted by some dragon in like 2 minutes, and I'm going to just lose all my stuff. I'm going to have to start over. How did I turn on... That's not what I wanted. How did I turn on the HUD in the upper left? I don't remember what key I set it to, and I don't want to have to look. Either way, it's there now. You can see my farming is 0.03 for the... Oh. What's this? What can I drop that's bad? I can drop the cracked. Chipped. Bit better. Oh. 2 chipped. I can tell these that popped in the inventory. And cracked solar for a chipped breach. That's not bad. This one does not have a bomb in it. This particular tower. I think there's another one that appears in the spruce. Those guys are dangerous. It also doesn't have a bomb in it, but piercing and power, that's really good. Yeah. We're going to have to find a place to settle. I'm going to spend a lot of time working on that area. There is create in this as well, as well as steam and rails, Valkyrie skies. Create big cannons was a request that I did follow through on because I thought it'd be funny instead of killing the wizards for the spell books, you just blow them up with a cannon. It takes some setup, but you can do it. Just start blasting apart wizards' towers for magic and stuff. That and shooting down dragons sounds awesome. You just build a giant fort city. The dragon starts flying in. Start shooting at it. That always sounds really fun. That'll one-shot me. Oh, he has an axe. He won't shoot me. Probably should have slept. There's a village over there. I'm gonna go back to that village and sleep. Now that I think about it. I've changed my mind about being in the danger zone. I will be right back over here in the morning. This is the direction I decided to go, so I'm going to keep going that direction. I do enjoy this mod pack a lot, and I want it to work out. But I do not have the coding prowess to be able to make the things I want work together. For instance, chainmail is the same requirements as iron armor, even though it's like significantly worse. Gold armor, level 10 requirement in endurance. Iron and chain, both level 30. I feel like chain should be 20. It's such an easy solution there. And Project MMO guys are like, no, that doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Ooh. There we go. I'm level 13 in mining because this pickaxe is great. Oh. Oh. That's a bad. That's a very bad. That's a very bad. That's a very bad. I saw that. Do you see the twisted chicken? Over there. Those guys. Oh, I looked at them and they saw me. Oh, that was so close. I could have died there. Anyway, I was saying I was going to go this way, not change my mind. Glad I didn't adventure off over there. I'm trying to get the angle right. There it goes. I think it's like just above the horizon. Okay. Yeah. That's the right angle. I used to be able to do that so much easier on Bedrock. It's become a pain on Java. Having better swimming in Bedrock really helps. I am freezing, so I think this is cold ocean. If I go to the left, I do have warm ocean, though a pufferfish can two-tap me because he gives me poison, as well as the damage take from hitting him, and then he ticks me again, and I end up just dead. Don't like that guy over there flying around, though. I could have sworn I saw a shipwreck over there when I was swimming initially. Like, you know, like the back half floating. If you saw it, points to you. I thought I saw it. I didn't see it when I got closer. I could be just a little blind. If you level up your swimming enough, you do get night vision when you enter the water. That's Trident guy. That's the scary Trident guy. There's two of them. I saw the further one, and then I saw the closer one, and I panicked even more. That's another thing you have to look out for, because water is dangerous now. And sea serpents. Sea serpents will one-shot you in this right now. Is that a jungle cave? That's a cool jungle cave. That's a cool jungle cave. Do I live in jungle cave today? So about me not changing my mind about the direction I'm going. I'm thinking the ocean looks pretty good today. Let me get my crafting table out before he notices me. I don't want to use the dark oak wood. I want to use the acacia. A cha-cha wood, as a certain YouTuber would call it. I forget his name. That's the only joke I remember from that particular season of Hermitcraft is him being temporarily replaced for a game, and then his friend making fun of the way he says it by saying a cha-cha would. I think it was Cub that said it. Cub was the one replacing him. I think it was Exuma that he was replacing, because apparently Exuma plays that. It says it weird. I don't know. I watched mostly Gruyan and Mumbo. Mumbo's fun. I'm glad he changed his cut cards, though. That's not something I want to deal with. Are those bones on the ocean? That's a death worm that's drowning. And those are, in fact, bones on the ocean. Okay. I have to keep my eyes on the water. Otherwise, I could end up dead. There's some cool stuff over here. I'm going to ignore the stuff down there. I want the ship wreckage. Ooh, unbreaking helmet. I'll take that. Ropes are cool, but you can craft those pretty easily once you get the materials. Here. Ooh, diamonds. I would very much love those. Go play with the emerald dolphin guy. Oh, that's a really good shield. That's a really, really good shield. I'm going to grab more bread. And pretty good axe. I'm going to keep that. Everybody else got the joke about me running from the dragon that I saw, right? Just started walking down the coastline. I should have pointed it out, but I thought it was funnier to ignore it. That's the thing I'm worried about. Running into one of those guys just out of nowhere. He just rises from the reef and I die. Ah, that's a pillager thing. I can't make land there. I'm really terrified about just randomly running across the dragon and it blasts me before I see it. There's a lot of... Gotta make land over here. Oh, damn. Guess I'm not making... You can't get a legendary weapon from them. I can't fight that. I can't fight that without first aid. You think I'm gonna fight it with first aid? There's a shipwreck. But there's death over there, so... It scares me. I like the death worms. I'm gonna be honest. People are like, oh, I want to get a pet dragon. I want a pet death worm. Can you imagine that? That'd be cool. With a cinematic version of those, that'd be awesome. Like, oh, you've come alone, and then boom, I have 5 death worms on top of them, and then they just die. Those things must be, like, huge. I remember watching Dune, or I think I watched, like, part 2. I didn't watch the first bit. People were like, oh, yeah, the death worms, yeah, they must be, like, eating the sand and pooping it out really, really fast. It's like, no, they're not. See those plates on the side? They vibrate those in a frequency, and that allows them to swim through that's deathworm particles. That allows them to swim through the sand like it's liquid, because that's how psionics work. You weirdos. Over here imagining deathworms pooping massive amounts of sand. It's like, no, you just don't think about that like that. That's weird. Weirdos. Now, they use the same principles to... Oh, that's an ant nest. They use the same principles to, like, build on sandbars. They, like, pump water down to it, and they... Oof. 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 I'm gonna die here, aren't I? I don't want to. Ooh, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. I said turn around. I just swam into it a little. Guess I'm swimming now. No, they like pump water down into it while vibrating it, and they end up with a more stable structure. I remember that there's like this project off the coast of India that was supposed to be like a miniature map of the world. And you have like different hotels on each of the little islands that's shaped like a continent to represent it. Seemed really cool. Love that. It was honestly really interesting. I watched like a documentary where they were doing like they were refurbishing like two of the islands because the government funding from the project fell through and it was privately sold off. It was originally supposed to be like a hosting area for foreign diplomats, and now it's just privatized. Oh, shit. How? How? How are you swimming faster than me? Are you latched on? Oh, I'm dead. Hey, I'm back at the village. Who would have thought? I'd probably go get my stuff. But on the other hand, there's some death worms over there. Yeah, I'm gonna try anyway. You enjoy my conversations with myself, right? Thank you, voices in my head. Boat. I shift click too fast. Occasionally I'll be like shift clicking to get the boat crafted quick, and I'll just end up crouched outside, and then I try to run, and I'm like, why am I still crouched? It's a dumb thing to be annoyed about, but I'm still annoyed by it. I'm glad you can turn and look at stuff now while you're boating, instead of turning being your steering. Minecraft is pretty peaceful. I really enjoy it. And then Deathworm kills me. Hopefully I'm able to get there overnight instead of ending up near my corpse at night. There's the thing I looted. Just a little... I just got rickrolled by a passing mob. That wasn't the song, but still, I got jump scared a little by that. Ah, that's death. Why is it heading towards me? You don't see me. No, I'm invisible. You're hallucinating. I can see the tail. No, you're hallucinating. Turn around. He's frickin' beelined for me. Okay, if I find the tower, it's around the coastline from it. Which it should be up here in a bit. Is what's, I think, right about there under those stars would be where the pillager thing was. If my math's right. It's probably not. Squid. They've been around for a long time. It's only like 9 o'clock. Oh my gosh. What did I tell you? I'm a hallucination. Go away. There's the tower. I think my math was right on that, actually. Okay, around the coastline. Hopefully these death worms aren't here. There's the second one. I was talking about the island one, not this one. I'm regarding the large biomes right now. More death worms over there and stuff. The problem is the ice and fire mobs do not despawn. He has spawned. He has awoken nearby. He's been awokened. See, that's the guy that killed me. Why is he still near my corpse? He doesn't know what he's doing. The AI's just sort of goofing now. Ooh, you see me. You gonna do something about it? No? Is your programming paused? Oh. Is he latched onto the corpse thinking that he can attack it and he's like attempting to attack it but sort of like glitching? Where's the shield? Ooh! Straight lines. Straight lines. That was straight in my face. Convince the villager to lower his price. Isn't he a testificate? He doesn't have trades. Ah! Ah! Combat. Get my combat up. My combat's 0. Yeah, skill book. Oh, these are cool. Oh. Reduced stun immunity is actually pretty important here. Alright, time to make another boat. Run away! I love the old Lucky Block where the creepers would have like the existential crisis of like the cat running while the cat being on their head while they're trying to run around. Like no damage. I actually did take quite a bit of damage there. I am so very hurt. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot that first aid makes that completely useless. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make a couple boats. Gonna place a couple of them over here at the edge of the bay because this might not be the last time I die. Da 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 da. Take the furthest one first. Be courteous. Be kind. Please rewind. Does anybody else remember that? You had to rewind movies. I feel old a lot more often nowadays. I feel like it's more so because of people like not acknowledging how time flows. I feel like, oh yeah, that was so long ago. That was like 10 years. Even like when people reference ages from before I was born, I'm like, dude, that was not that long ago. What are you talking about? Like, no, that was so long. No, it wasn't. They're like, oh yeah, Cleopatra's closer to the smartphones than the pyramids. And like, yeah, it's because she's not old. That was like fairly recent history. People are like, oh yeah, this happened way back in the past. That was not. Like, start measuring time in generations rather than in years, and you realize how close everything is together. My favorite analogy is when Neil deGrasse Tyson was like talking about if you take all of the history of the universe and you compress it into the time scaling of a calendar, we're like the last couple seconds. Watching all of human history in a couple seconds just before we catch up, that's amazing. I like how boats are faster than the sea serpents, at least. I'm about to test it. Okay, I was right. Or at least that guy was disinterested. Oh, he's still there. I can see him. Oh, there's another guy up here. It's too bad they don't fight each other. It'd be cool if they were territorial, like dragons are. Sea serpents do not give a... Oh, there's the wreckage. You don't see me. The hippocampus help. They really do. Hippocampus. Should I loot this? Should I get loot this and I ignore my loot? There's not a bed in that structure, by the way. Unfortunately. So I can't really just, like, get a closer spawn. I should have brought a bed from the village with me so I could place it like over here. Nah, then I just end up with a death loop with the death worms over here. There's another sea serpent over here. Oh? Oh, one of my friends plays this game with like JEI. I'm like, no, that's cheating. And it's like, no, it's not. It's convenience. I'm like, that's the point. It's supposed to be struggle. Memorizing where you die is in fact a struggle, and it's harder for some people than others because Fantasia syndrome and stuff like that. But still, I really need a more neutral temperature biome to set up a house. It's gonna take me a while though because large biomes. And I think Terralift makes it so biomes of the same type have a higher chance of spawning near each other. So I could go through like 6 biomes and they're all the same nearby temperament because it's randomized what spawns near each other. And you just Terralift over here like, oh yeah, you know how you end up with like ice spikes next to a desert? That's not gonna happen anymore. Terralift makes it so if you find ice spikes, there's probably some snowy field biomes near it now, and then more neutral tempered biomes. Whenever I do this, I end up like in an ice field or something. Ooh, waystone. Okay, now if I set my spawn over here and make this my main launching area, I can use that waystone to know where my stuff is from that body, and then I can come back here and kill that. Oh hey, another waystone. And teleport to between those two very close locations. Respawn point. Okay. There's nothing in this that would like destroy my spawn point besides the dragons, and they don't appear in deserts. Whenever like a desert dragon tries to spawn, you instead end up with a skeleton. Which is why if you're in the desert you end up with a lot of skeletons of dragons nearby. Like this guy. Yeah, dragon tried to spawn near this village. Instead you end up with this. I think it's level 25 where I end up with oh yeah, I'm like really close. I end up with night vision whenever I swim. Let me try to get that up. There it is. Night vision. It stays outside the water, which is really convenient because if you're like in a cave, you can just bring a bucket of water. Really helps out. Does the cat kill the rabbits? Is that a thing they do? I know real life cats will do that. Ooh. Ooh. I like the lunar gems because they reduce gravity in the core armor, which is just like pants or chest plate. And I love just sort of floaty physics of it. I just almost opened that. Someday you guys will see me completely screw up and open that. I had a leeching sword and sharpness 5. Punch is cool. I really like punch. Applying knockback at ranged. Perfect. Combat gems, I think, increase knockback of melee. Is it combat gems? I don't have one on me to check. Again, with the pillager thing. My Jesus. My Jeebus. Every 20 feet, you end up with another pillager outpost. I think they were like street cops at this point, man. Raw rabbit doesn't give hunger. Raw squirrel also does not give you salmonella. Important survival fact. Oh, that's a temporarily neutral biome, I see. I might be able to survive just yet. I think waystones cost, well, what is it? They cost and nether stars, which is a bit. Oh, that's a lot of bones. They cost nether stars, which is very expensive for what's available. Like when I was playtesting an earlier version of this, I had friends to help, which they made it way easier. Oh my gosh, I got hit by that. Ooh, they made it way easier than being able to keep the wither off me while I healed and stuff like that. Ooh, that was scary. Whew, I really need a backpack. Ah, oh, neutral biomes. This is so much better. I heard that. He's following me. I can hear it. I can hear it. He's coming to get me. Moss, taking that. If I stay low enough, he can't fire at me. If I can get up and get away from the water, he'll get caught in the water and he'll be aggro. And that's a dragon. 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 I saw the clip of a wing and I'm not gonna deal with it. That doesn't trigger the dragons, me leveling up. Dude, if it did, that would be terrible. I don't want to fight you. Ozark the scary. Yeah, you are scary. Oh my gosh, he is scary. Oh my god. Did you see that, man? He got an axe. He's about to ask me to log off. Ha ha ha, funny. I'm terrified. I was about to head up that hill too before I saw the wing. Imagine if I get to the top and immediately get fire blasted. Ooh, safe haven. That's a safe haven. Yes. Yes, safe haven. Ow, my legs. Stop taking damage to the legs. I'm so very already damaged. That creeper explosion earlier did not help. That's right, I haven't respawned since then. I almost forgot about it. While I looked over and I'm like, yeah, arrow did not do all that. Come on, safe haven. See, there's achievement. That's why I call it this. That's why I call it safe haven. I can sleep. You know what would be cool, Mon? If, instead of, like, fully sleeping like that, you got, instead you ended up with, like, an effect where it, like, ups the tick speed. Instead of you just, like, teleporting to daytime, it just runs the night by really, really fast. That'd be cool. Which villa map? It's blank, though, because it's too far away. The game gives up after a while so it doesn't crash. The Witch Villa map does not exist. Or at least anywhere close. Which is pretty good. I do know what they mean by Witch Villa. I do know the structure name and what it looks like. It's pretty okay loot-wise. One of my friends just goes to these and then takes everything to do with the ancient cities. Loves the ancient cities. Mostly because the spellcasting materials for the really good spells requires ancient materials you can only get at ancient cities. Come on, cool down. Cool down. There we go. Starting to overheat there. Whew. That was scary. Okay, let me get some actual food in my tummy. What is this? Level 2, level 4. That's cool. Bread. Pumpkin pie. Fills up the hunger bar, but not a lot in the saturation, unfortunately. Another thing I was recommended was apple skin. And I'm like, oh, so you can see the saturation. I'm like, no, it has to be a guessing game. I also don't have mouse tweaks. I really love mouse tweaks in a mod pack. I didn't add it because it's too convenient. So if I go like this, I can't just hold down the button. I have to click individually. It's the little things. The little things make it a little bit more annoying. There's also no JEI. If you need to know how to craft something, you better figure it out. So I'm not telling you. That's why you get the books, which I don't have. They're in my corpse. Ooh, spyglass. They're on my corpse. So yeah, I have to get that back so I can figure out the hypothesis and spellbook stuff because I don't have that memorized. I have some hypothesis stuff memorized, but it's mostly how to get stuff instead of how to craft stuff. I need the how to craft, not the how to get. Yeah, this is not a very good biome. This is very hot. Might have to leave here too. Gonna cool down a bit more before I hop out next. You make another canteen. Acacia. I did play the April Fool's update, and I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed that one. I was trying to Candy Craft. Oh, that's how you make the food book. See, you're able to make that. That's pretty cool. I like the dragon bone walls. They're cool. They're expensive. But you know, do what you can. I think iron's better than gold. I think you overheat quicker when you're not full water, so gotta keep that full. Anyway, taking the crafting table too. There's a lot of really powerful mods that if you get the handle on them, they can get you a lot. You'll just basically win the game. Oh, Mediterranean Village. When I was playing with my friends in an earlier version, we got to the point where you could just do basically whatever we wanted. We all had different versions of flight. We could kill basically anything in a couple seconds. So if you get the handle on it, you can do a lot. You get a lot of freedom later on. Early on, the struggle is where the name comes from. Oh, I'm coming. I want it to be rewarding. I don't want it to be handed out. I want you to try your best. If you don't succeed, you're a loser. No, I'm messing with you. I should have made a gold canteen and then a bucket of water so I can drown myself a little for this cause I'm gonna overheat. Come on. At least I'm outside the desert area so I don't have to deal with death worms because it's terrifying. I thought one of my bigger fears in Minecraft would be death worms following me, hunting my corpse. Hunting me to being a corpse. Come on, cool down again. So close. Cool down. Cool down. Am I too close to the beach? Am I in beach biome right now? Or I got a bit deeper? I got jump scared by the hippocampus thinking it was a sea serpent. There we go. Whenever I see like the hippocampus, I'm reminded of Crabopolis, and I really enjoy it. I really liked that show. I remember a couple of people I know were really like, "Oh man, it's just another adult comedy. It's gonna be the same stuff. They're gonna make dumb jokes. It's not gonna be entertaining like you want. Dude, it's entertaining exactly how I want. I love the goofiness of that type of revisionist. It turns out, like Tyrannus is from the origin of the word tyrannical. Stuff like that. I love the episode where you find out the origins of Jinx being bad. It's because he wasn't accepted as the new Olympian god, which is really dumb, but I know it's going for that kind of dumb humor, and I enjoying it. A lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, it's super bad." I'm like, stop critiquing it and start enjoying it. I see that a lot nowadays. Like I was watching the Minecraft movie, and afterwards, I'm like, "Dude, this is so amazing. I love this. This is exactly what I wanted from a Minecraft movie." Its memes are spot on. The acting doesn't take itself seriously, but it's just good enough that you're like, yeah, this is a movie. This is actors playing a part instead of just giving up on the role. They actually put in the work for it. And then I got home and I was watching YouTube and I saw some recommendations like, oh, my review of the Minecraft movie. I'm like, oh, did they also love it? And I click on the video and they're like, man, it was like so bad. I only giggled once. It's like, dude, where's your sense of humor? Your childhood whimsy died when you were 2. You should be enjoying it. But like, oh man, it should have been like there's too many memes in this. Why? What kind of Minecraft are you playing? The kind of people who don't like the Minecraft movie are the same kind of people who thought the Dream SMP was an epic. It wasn't an epic. It was a bunch of guys goofing off, and sometimes there were storylines. They were enjoying it more than they were marketing it. People trying to make it serious is why it died. Being like, oh yeah, Tommy in it has some like good character arcs, and it's like, dude, he's a kid. Let him be a kid. Like, oh yeah, Tommy in it has like so much trauma. He doesn't have trauma. He's a guy. He's just a guy doing like stuff in Minecraft, and they're like, oh man, it must have been so traumatizing when he got kicked out of the. Oh, that's cool. When he got kicked out of Lemanberg, it's like, dude, it was written in the script. He knew it was gonna happen. They acted like it. What was in the script? What happened? It's not. It was for entertainment, and I enjoy YouTubers who do this stuff for the entertainment. I think I need to rebind my backpack key. Don't pretend like it needs to be serious. I need to change my controls, keybinds, backpacks, sophisticated, dual barrel rolls in here. It's very funny. Essentials in here just because I want to play this with my friends, and I need playtesters, so they helped. They're not here right now because most of them are in different time zones. What can I put this as? N. That works. N. Well, we're in different time zones, and I don't want to wake them up to do this. I got some free time. I'd make the video on it. Cool backpack. No, I don't like people who take the fun out of something by saying it should be some way else. It's like, dude, just enjoy it as it is. Oh. My skill extended my breath. Forgot that's what swimming does. Ooh. Buried treasure map. I believe, have functional armor trims in this. It should be in here. So if I use the armor trim to put a trim on a piece of armor, depending on the material I use, I get a bonus. I think if I put like redstone, it gives me like speed or something like that, and one of the other ones gives me like night vision or something. It's very worthwhile. My skill extended my breath. Oh, nope. Oof. You see, that gives me weakness because I'm holding something I can't use. Problem is I'm back to beach biomes. Really need to get to a biome that's cooler. Large biomes really screwing me over, but it's fun. I've had some other luck where it gives me a biome that's suitable for my needs. It just so happens this time it didn't. I don't want to remake the world. That feels like cheating. I mean, you drop into the world, you have to do what you can with what you have. I'll make it work. I feel like the world just turned against me as I said that. Did anybody else see that literally manifest out of nowhere? to breach the water and look all menacing as I said that. I do not swim faster than a sea serpent, by the way, so if I hit... Don't follow me. Don't follow me. The animation on my character is cool. I like that. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Okay, it's not. I think I'm outside of its detection range. Its detection range is pretty huge. I think it grows with its size. At base, it's pretty bad for me. Okay. I do want this to be an official mod pack at some point. I will put in more work with it if I could. I don't know how to do what I want to do with it. I might have to settle in a warm biome and just wear some like leaf clothes, which is a thing in this, but you need more endurance. I'm at like endurance level 3. I can't wear that stuff. It's like level 10. I feel like it shouldn't be level 10. I want to change that to like level 2 or something. Because right now, Tarnished Crown, which gives like the same protection as an Iron Helmet almost. It's like at level... whatever. Oh. It's at like level 2. I feel like something that doesn't even do as much as Leather does and has 10 durability should be level 2. Tarnished Crown should be like maybe level 5. Mostly because it doesn't have like high durability. But it still gives like pretty good protection. Also, it gives bonuses to magic, so there's that. There's another acacia thing. I do have a backpack now, though, so. Ooh. Spider almost got me. I have not seen a bed in a while. I very much need a bed. Speak of the devil. Uh-oh. 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 I don't want to set a spawn here. I'm gonna move this bed to literally anywhere else. These dragons really putting a damper on. That's a lightning dragon. That is a quick baby zombie with a thing that can kill me quick. Oh my gosh. Lightning dragons suck. I can't hide in water from them. That baby zombie just swung on me so quick. It's terrifying. I can't fight that. I might have to go underground. I might go underground and just hide. Build a base there. See if we can find a nice mine shaft. Path blocks underwater is kind of funny. See that? Path blocks. They're not full blocks, so they have the same effect that an unwaterlogged chest do, but they can't be waterlogged because they're not on the list of blocks that can be waterlogged. Creates an interesting little air gap. Okay. I am going to go down once I get somewhere that's not like that. I have some bread, but if I could get some glowberries from some underground chest, that would be nice. Ooh, dolphin. Ooh. If I could get some glowberries, that'd be nice. In the meantime, I might just go straight under. Just stay at the safe haven. I was overheating there. It's my main problem, is my overheatingness everywhere I go. I could try to go across the ocean again, but I feel like I'd die. Going under. Decision's been made. This is what we're doing now. I am going to become a mole man. I need more wood before I go down there. Oh. Oh yeah, moss is a thing. Moss would actually make this a million times easier. Hopefully I can find a lush cave and get some glowberries. Survive off that. Ooh, ooh. Another thing I'm worried about is skeletons and such. Okay. I'm going to live down here now. Oh wait, let me put this down. A respawn point. I don't need to type. There we go. Stick. And then we end up with a pickaxe, so I can get some stone. If you get iron armor, it recharges your vein miner quicker, and you also get bonus vein mine stuff. So once I get to level 30 endurance, which is honestly the hardest part of this, is getting to endurance upgraded, because I think there's like a cap off point where dying no longer gets you enough bonuses to counteract the loss of skills you get. Dang. Night vision. I'm burning up in here. It's because I'm still in the same biome despite being in the shade. No, not that. Essential pisses me off with that. Bucket. 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 I'm gonna die of die overheating. Into the water. Ah, I'm taking damage. Taking damage. Don't die. Oh, cooling down. Clay is nice. I think that's the sign of a lush, but I don't think... Oh, I'm drowning. Completely forgot I need to worry about that. I do heal from sleeping, so that's nice. Now I gotta deal with water. Water is now a very important point of my survival. I start a staircase down. I need to drown myself a little. Honestly, dealing with the cold a lot easier than dealing with the heat. Insanely hard to prevent yourself from overheating. Freezing to death, that's easy. You just light a campfire. Which actually works because campfires. Campfires work well. This does not. I'm at level 10 mining. Why am I still using? Okay. Start digging down. Where's my food? I just put it in here. I'm just blind. Organize by count. Where'd my bread go? Oh, I'm dumb. It's right here. I was looking for my canteen, not my bread. It's like the thing you eat. And for some reason, I got bread and water mixed up. I think this is where we're going to have to end it. Simply because it's been running for a while. I'm still burning up. When I come back, you guys see me again, I will be sitting in my puddle of water hoping not to die from this heat stroke. I don't have the level for that. Okay. See, if I can get a slab, it might actually work. Let me make one real quick. Slab. Is that enough? If I shift, I dunk under. Yeah, I think this is enough. I think it will cool me. Let's see if it goes down. I don't see it going up, which is a positive. I don't think it's going down either. I think I've stagnated stagnant now. Is my arm broken? Yeah, my arm's broken. I have to wait until the next night. Yeah. I think this is where I'm gonna end it though. Well, I'll see you again. Hopefully I can figure out the situation and not die when that happens. Oh, it's control. It's alt. I was about to alt tab out and it's turning on and off. Okay, it's alt. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for next time. I'm so almost dead. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.